From the closest town, you have to drive more than 100 kilometres across some of the least touched land on Earth. Map makers misnamed it Biridu, and the formal name stuck. Those who live in this settlement, though, just 35 of them, call it Biridu. They also call it home.
I just love the peace and quiet. It's not as stressful as in town.
The community has a handful of buildings, a power generator and a water supply system, a pump and a tank. The state government of Western Australia pays to maintain them with taxpayers' money, but it is reviewing that funding. If services are cut, Biridu would no longer be viable as a community.
It's a big worry for us. Having to walk off the community and go back into town, that's my worry.
Aboriginal people here live on their ancestors' traditional land, a peaceful, simple life, a long way from anywhere. Biridu is known as a remote community, and that's a term that's appropriate. The people who live here are a 2-hour drive away from anyone else. When it rains, they're cut off entirely. But that's how they like it here. Aboriginal people in Biridu say town life is stressful, where they lose their links to their traditional land and with it part of their cultural identity. Many turn to alcohol or illegal drugs. In some remote communities, away from the watchful eyes of teachers or the police, there have been cases of child abuse and domestic violence. Children have few opportunities, and the costs of providing even very basic services in remote places are high, as much as $40,000 a year per person. There are 274 remote communities in Western Australia. In late 2014, the state's top politician said about half of them would have to close. That sparked protests and a softening of the government's position. There is now no formal plan to close communities. The state government now says it is preparing a roadmap outlining the directions and priorities for regional services reform. It says it will consult widely before anything is decided. But the closure of some communities could still be an option for reform.
It's all jargon, it's all words, which all mean the same anyway, you know. I mean, who are they trying to pull the wool over? You know, we've been putting up with threats all our lives.
Everyone in government and in the remote communities say they want certainty. What that will bring is unclear. Andrew Thomas, Al Jazeera, Biridu, Western Australia.